What's going on, people? Welcome to Carnage Extra, and we are back with another episode of Game Breakers. It's been a little while, right? Been busy over the last few weeks. Man like Edwin is a celebrity.
Blame.
I
knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it.
This guy just forgets about me.
Blame Will, because this guy has forgotten the past 2 weeks, by the way. 2 weeks that we were supposed to record, so...
Nah, bro, you're fake. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, this guy Edwin don't know nobody no more. Okay. You feel me? Like, he's just out living his best life. He don't even be thinking about little old Will, you know. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? We are back. We are gonna be consistent, like we said, every Tuesday around this time.
There you go again with the false hope.
Hey, look, bro. Well, how about you just stay consistent? All right, you absolute fraud. But we definitely had to get one in today because the transfer window is now over, so we can finally make predictions on what's going to happen this season without having to say, well, if this team signs X or if this team does Y. No, we just know what the squads are like until January. So this is a great time to get into it. We're going to be going through a lot of predictions here. Got to look at who's had the best window, give some teams some ratings for their transfer business. And yeah, I mean, look, it should be a fire show as always. Big up to the damn chat and everybody that's watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. I've not forgotten about the second channel. I've just been a bit busy. So we're going to start putting content here as well. Game Breakers, also Football Mania. We should be doing that tomorrow. I'll see if everybody can join. But, I mean, Edwin, how are you, bro? It's good.
It's good, man. It was good, man. Nothing... We can't complain, obviously, but yeah.
Can't complain. Not after that 1-0 loss. Are you mad?
I mean, I can complain about that, but talking about you asked me about my life, right? I'm not talking about
football. Well, does that not affect your life?
It does, actually. It ruins the whole weekend, and I'm glad that it wasn't on Saturday, because if it was on Saturday, that it would have ruined Sunday. But Sunday, you know, aside from the footballing, Sunday was actually really fine. It was great. Got to see my guy, you know, so that was
cool. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was cool beans. Cool beans.
Yeah, I mean, look, bro. I'm excited about this season because I feel like this summer window was mad. I think this is one of the craziest summer windows that we've had in a while. I feel like so much money's been spent. So many different players have gotten moved around. Like, it's actually crazy to think about it. But before we even get into like all the transfer talk, right? It's kind of like what we just opened up with. Arsenal, Liverpool. That was the big game over the weekend, right? The two teams who everybody were predicting to fight it out for the Premier League title. I mean, you guys leave with a 1-0 loss from Anfield. I mean, like, talk to me about that game, bro, just real quick, because I think Arteta set Arsenal up to fail, bro. Like, you go in super defensive, right? You don't really try and have a go at Liverpool, who have looked so weak defensively over the last few weeks. I think Arteta, man, that bro, you know what that is? It's super cowardly, Edwin. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna be real too. It is cowardly, honestly, and that lineup right there let me know that we're not going to win the league this year. It's a fact. Because I mean, you asked me before, you know, the predictions and the transfer window, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. You asked me if we were going to.
It was like the beginning of August when we were kind of talking.
Yeah, and I said that we would. I said that we would get Eze, we would win the champion. I mean, we would win the Premier League for sure. Mm-hmm. Even despite them possibly getting Isak, because I just feel like, you know, we have a better defense. Like, we have something going as far as consistency. We just needed a striker, some creativity with Eze. Then you can allow the other pieces to kind of fall into place there. But honestly, what I saw 2 days ago, man, that was so cowardly. You don't have Martin Odegaard starting, right? Mm-hmm. Eze just came into the team. Okay, he had a full training session, but he's not really integrated into the team. Whatever, cool. But you had Ethan Nwaneri, who you just gave him a 5-year contract. Why are we going into Anfield not having a chance to have a go at them? They conceded 2 goals in each of the first 3 games of the season, and we didn't go there and have more than 1 shot on target against Liverpool. Can you believe that? With Gyökeres there. Mind you, by the way, the lineup itself was stupid. I mean, we saw this last year with us playing against Bournemouth, where he went with that 3 midfield of Thomas Partey, Rice, and then Marino. It didn't work then. So he goes with the same midfield this time, barring it now, it's Zubimendi. But where's the creativity? I already knew because you saw my face when the game was going on Sunday.
Yeah.
I knew we were not scoring because to have so Declan Rice, Marino, are they going to be bombing forward? Like, are they both going to be eights while Zubimendi just sits back? Like, are we going to rely on them to create goals? So I already knew that our goals would come from either a corner or some type of brilliant, move that one of our front three linemen can make at that time. But when we had a chance to do so, I'm not sure if you remember this part in the game where like we had a counterattack and this guy Martinelli, sell this guy. I don't even care. Like, you just demote him, bro. Demote him, please. We could do that, right? We could demote players. We could let him train with the under 15s because
not even the under 22.
No, the under 15s.
It's the 15.
Because it's a disgrace on how bad he is. We had one chance in the game where I felt like, okay, cool, this could be our moment. We didn't have a shot on target and result of that moment, but it was a counterattack. Martinelli was leading the break. He had Gyökeres peeling on the left of him. He decides to not pass him the ball. He decides to run for the corner, right? And then he decides to get locked up by Konate, and then it goes out for a goal kick because he was playing for a corner. That right there is just low footballing IQ, and I can't understand for the life of me why he even started the game when you just gave Leandro Trossard a new contract. When he didn't play last game, and he got subbed off in the 50th minute against United, but he starts this game. How is that possible? Against Anfield, against Liverpool. Like, it makes no sense. So, listen, man, it's just sad, man. It really is sad for real. Like, Arteta, he's a coward, honestly, because to not even...
So, Arteta out. Arteta out.
Yeah, but it's been Arteta out since the season.
No, it's not no bin.
It has. It has. I said to you before, don't lie to me, right? I said to you, either he's going to fail with this, with the best team.
I know, but you said, we have to wait to see how this season goes.
No, I did not. I did not. I said that, listen, in reality speaking, he's not going to be like sacked. I don't think so. It would be like a really massive thing for us to
look,
see him be sacked.
I thought
I want him to go. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I thought that the game was a snooze fest, like most of the Big Six matchups are in the Prem. I feel like it's so much hype that goes into the games, obviously, because of the teams that are playing. But I feel like it's always just so pragmatic, like more times than not. So, I'm not really too surprised. I did predict 2-2, to be fair. Like, I was hoping that, like, Arsenal were going to have a go. I thought it was going to be a little bit open. I'm seeing Liverpool defensively not look the best, etc. But, yeah, look, it is what it is, man. But, aside from that, though, right, I do want to focus on transfers. And I see Rabona right here. And look, bro, got to hold our hands up. Look.
Well,
I was wrong. I was wrong,
too.
okay? It's not too often that I get things wrong. I didn't think Newcastle were going to submit. I didn't think they were going to bend the knee. You feel me? And
I didn't think Liverpool were going to spend that much money.
Say it again?
I didn't think they was going to break the transfer record for that fee. Like, I didn't think they was going to do it.
Liverpool essentially did it twice in one window. First it was Wirtz, now it's Isak, and they got their guy. Look, at least they took some kind of L by not getting Mark Gay. Fucking heck, man.
But listen, I saw multiple reports.
Fair enough.
That Ben Jacobs was saying that they're not going to go past the valuation of Isak of 110 and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like it wasn't going to happen at that point. But bro, that's crazy. Honestly.
To be fair,
I'm not worried.
I thought Liverpool were having the best window before they signed Isak. So now that they got him, that's kind of just like the cherry on top, bro. Like, I don't think any team in Europe has had a window like Liverpool. I think they have had one of those generational kind of windows, right? Like, especially for a team like that where nobody expects them to spend that kind of money because, let's be real, a lot of Liverpool fans and just neutrals in general view them as unambitious. We're talking about FSG, right? It doesn't really seem like they care to spend that much. We saw when Klopp was there, they didn't always give him the necessary funds to go and compete with Man City, etc., where they could have won so much more. But now they bring in Arne Slot, right? And this is what we do have to give FSG credit for. They do know how to hire a good manager. They brought in Klopp, right? He was there for about a decade almost, right? Then his very first season after leaving, we all know you never want to be the guy that replaces a legend, right? Klopp is a legend. Arne Slot comes in, first season wins the Prem. So now it looks like they've made another successful manager appointment. So they know how to do that. And then this summer, they've shown crazy ambition. So I'm like, you got to give them credit, bro. I think this is an insane window, right? Like Alexander Isak, Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong. Let's also not forget that last summer, yeah, they still have Alisson, who's going to be their number one. But I think this is Alisson's last season at the club. Because let's not forget, they spent 40 million last summer on Mamardashvili, the goalkeeper from Valencia, who's one of the best in La Liga. So they've already kind of got the Alisson replacement already lined up. I think they could have, did a little bit better with getting a center back. I know that they signed that young 18-year-old, but I think they waited a bit too late to get Mark Gahey over the line, which is why it collapsed. Because now you needed Crystal Palace to essentially get a replacement, and then that deal got hijacked by West Ham. So I feel like that could be the only critique that you have, is that they should have tried to get Gahey a lot earlier. They shouldn't have just waited, for example. But generational window. For me, they are the biggest winners of the transfer market, not just in the Prem, Edwin, just in Europe, period, bro. It's actually crazy.
It is a bit crazy, honestly. I mean, I gotta give credit. I do, for real. I mean, I didn't think that Isak was going to happen. You and I both predicted that one. But yeah, even before Isak, like getting Wirtz, and mind you, I told you before that even with the additions of Kerkez, Wirtz, Frimpong, like I still wasn't bigging up their window as much, because I thought that those were like more so like direct replacements from losing Trent, from losing not really starting Andy Robertson anymore at this point of his career, but ultimately and also replacing Szoboszlai in that creative role for Wirtz, who's now playing right back for them. But either way, I thought that it wasn't as big of a window. I didn't believe that Ekitike either to be a guy that was going to be like this off the ground running type of player, which he has done so far. So yeah, I give him credit for sure. It still is to me though, and let's keep it a buck. Like the starting front 11 itself is stacked, but behind them, the bench is not really that.
And if you think about it, right?
Not that good, bro.
I was talking about how much of a downgrade Jeremy Frimpong is to Trent, right? I call the guy Kai Cenat at right back. But at the same time, bro, I think Szoboszlai could actually, you saw against Arsenal the job that he did. I think Szoboszlai has wait, just hold on.
Stop it right there.
Hold on. I think Szoboszlai has the fundamentals to play as a right back, right? Because he has good work rate, right? He's he does a lot of dirty work anyways defensively, right? He's very good on the ball, can overlap, can whip a cross in, can invert into that midfield, right?
But
I actually think he's a better fit at right back than Frimpong. Frimpong is a liability, and he's not even a right back. Frimpong is technically a right winger.
Yeah, but Szoboszlai hasn't been tested yet, though. Let's keep it above.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's just better defensively than Frimpong. And I think
you haven't, but you haven't seen that over more than 5 games yet. It's only 2.
But but Frimpong is not good defensively, period, though.
Yeah, I know, but that's his natural position compared to.
No, it's not. He's not a right back, bro.
He's played wing back for
but if you look at his position,
he's had to defend a couple times. A lot.
I mean, not really. Like at Leverkusen, most of his time was spent in the other team's half, and then for the Netherlands, he plays on the right wing. Remember, I watched a lot of Leverkusen for Xabi Alonso. Jeremy Frimpong even started games in the 10 because they would usually run a 3-4-2-1. Sometimes I've seen this guy start, and he excels attacking, of course. I think in terms of GA output, Frimpong is a good replacement for Trent because Trent, was involved with GA. So yeah, I mean, but in terms of, I think he is a weakness in that back line. I think Milos Kerkez is looking a bit suspect as well. But I think now that Florian Wirtz is in, and the midfield should be Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, I think Szoboszlai can really carve out a starting position at right back, bro. I'm be honest, bro. He just checks off a lot of those boxes.
Okay. I mean, I guess funny enough, I did see, I'm not sure if your argument is based on because you saw a video of him and his work rate that the Premier League posted of him checking back on.
No. But he's always been But the thing is though, Edwin, I remember I wanted Szoboszlai at Real Madrid when he was at Salzburg, right?
Okay.
Because he looked like a very techie player. He had a good shot on him. I didn't know about the work rate. I feel like he's become a work rate guy since coming to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think that was his profile before that move. I think he looks like a player that I would use at right back. I think that could be his position. I'm gonna be real.
Well, yeah, I mean, so far he's looking pretty good. So I'll give him credit for just playing really well at that position when they needed it. But yeah, I haven't seen him be tested by any like elite, not even elite, but like decent wingers. He played Harvey Elliott and Gabriel Martinelli in the first 2 weeks. So.
Polo G at right back is crazy.
Come on.
Polo G. All right, so let me ask you a question. We all know that Liverpool had the best window.
Yeah.
But I think Arsenal had the second best.
We had a good window, but it's not compared to theirs.
And that's what's unfortunate. Because
really is.
Because when Arsenal wake up and have a very, very, I think Arsenal had a very, very good window. It just so happens that you're having it after the team that just won the Premier League is also having a even better window.
You know what it is? It's Edu's fault.
Oh my God.
I want to tell you why, right?
Okay.
Yes, Edu was a part of the process of building up this team from where it was when Arteta first came up until like last year, right? But I look at two things. I look at one, we're a big club, so we should be able to attract players of decent stature anyway at that point in time, right? The talent ID should be there, right? Automatically. So that is what I think should help us in the long run when it comes to, if we don't have a good sporting director at all. That's one thing. But two, he was terrible at deals, terrible at like selling players. And you can see now that, the past couple of windows where, we didn't sign anybody compared to this window where we signed 7 players. In his first window, 7 players, Andrea Berton. That lets you know that it was a big mess when Edu left compared to like Andrea Berton coming in now. And so I think that, bro, honestly, Edu left this place, even though we have a good team right now, like internally, the team was still like, it's a lot of holes that needed to be fixed with like selling players on big wages. He gave Kai Havertz that big wage. He gave players like Gabriel Jesus that big wage, Zinchenko that big wage. And now we can't sell these players even on loan. And so like, I look at those moves, I'm like, like Andrea Berto has a lot of mess to clean within the whole transfers and the whole salary of the team itself. But yeah, spending the money in places where we needed to this season, that was all him for sure. And some,
I mean, so in my opinion, I would give Arsenal's window.
You got to give it an
7.5.
You got to give it an A.
I say 7.5. I feel like you still should have signed a winger. I know that like people are saying that Eze can play there. But I still think if you would have signed like a left, and I get maybe Madueke is the fucking like other cover on the left, but like
that's an Arteta signing.
I really hate that signing, bro. I really hate that sign. Like I hate the idea of Arsenal always going to Chelsea and taking a player that they don't want. Like that to me is just weird. So I mean, right there, I guess, but like that 50 million on Madueke could have went to somebody else that's better.
It could have went to Lookman.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you could have got Lookman from Atalanta. That's a good point. But I think overall, though, very good window from Arsenal, right? Like I like Piero Hincapié as well. I remember I wanted him at Real Madrid when we were first linked to Xavi. I said, yo, bring him and Piero to the club, right? I like Mascara. I think he's a decent defender.
He came in and put on a show on Anfield though when he came in on for Saliba.
Yeah, I mean, like he's decent. Like I don't think he's really gonna be world class or anything, but I think he'll be a solid player. I think he'll do well, kind of being like rotational piece for Saliba or Gabriel if needed. Madueke, like I just said, even though Madueke was damn near your most threatening player against Liverpool. Like,
yeah, but
he was trying to do something. I just don't rate the guy. I just don't. So,
will your perception of him change if he continues to play this way?
I mean, of course, but he has to start chipping in with GA. Because he
has to.
Because what's the point of you being an aggressive winger that takes on a defender if it leads to nothing in the final third? You might as well just be a left back then and just fucking.
I mean, what if the GA? What if his work rate and not work rate, but like his contribution is contributing to Gyökeres getting goals? I also think
then fair enough. Which and I also think that Gyökeres was another good signing. But I just don't think that Arsenal are playing to his strengths, which is why he's not looking as good or has hit the ground running so far. I think Arteta definitely has to tweak his system. But, I mean, like, you're sad. I mean, but you're happy with this window. Like, do you think you know what? Matter of fact, because we're going to get into it.
This window would win us the Premier League.
If it wasn't for what Liverpool did.
Even despite what Liverpool did, right? Because I honestly
think how are you giving up already?
Because Arteta, because of what he's doing so far. It's been 3 games, right? And I get it. It's been 3 games. It might take some more time, but I don't want to use that excuse because it's been a long 6-year process of him trying to build some tactics in. At some point in time, we have to stop playing so defensive. We have to take the game on the foot and then start playing more with some urgency. But that lineup right there, where he went to with Anfield, just shows me that he's not ready to take chances. I don't care if you start Ethan Nwaneri in the 10 and Anfield. Like, I don't care. Lee was one of our best attacking players in the preseason. So you play the guy. But honestly, yeah, I stand by what I said, that this window, even despite what Liverpool did with Isak, would win us the Premier League if we had a different manager. It would. I think we have a better team.
Okay, let me ask you a question then.
We have a better team than Liverpool.
So, kind of like moving on from better windows, who do you think has had an underwhelming window?
Underwhelming window?
Because I'm looking at Chelsea. I think Chelsea's window has been very underwhelming.
They signed players, so I mean.
No, I mean they signed players, but nobody that I really rate. I think Joao Pedro's a good player.
Pedro.
I think Liam Delap's good for like rotation, but when Chelsea made the UCL last season, when they qualified on the final match day, I thought they were gonna go after better players. I thought they were gonna address more of the needs that they had. Right? Yeah. They still didn't get a goalkeeper. They didn't address center back even after Caldwell tore his ACL. You chased Garnacho. Why? You let Tottenham get Xavi Simons. I feel like none of the signings that they made, they needed to be in the Champions League to do that. You could have just fucking been in the Europa and still got all these players. I don't like Gittins. I think he's mid. I don't see that really working out. I think Hato, decent signing, but he's going to be a backup for Cucurella. So it's like, why did you not address goalkeeper and why did you not address center back? You guys know how highly I rate Chelsea's squad. And I think they could have contended for the title this season if they made 2 big signings in terms of with the positions that they need. So for me, Chelsea's window has been very underwhelming. I think it's mediocre, but they sold a lot and they always make so much money in the summer. It's fucking ridiculous.
Which is why I think that the window wasn't as bad because they made a lot of money.
But they're not going to compete, which is what they should be doing. At this stage, Chelsea should be in the title race. And I don't think they'll be able to maintain.
At this stage of Maresca's second year?
Of course. They were in the title race last season for about half of it. And then they fell off. And I thought, okay, well, it's Maresca's first season.
About half of it, exactly. They fell off at midway point. So
So now the summer window is for you to strengthen so that you don't fall off this season. And I think they did some good things, like Joao Pedro. Esteval technically wasn't signed this summer, but Esteval came in. I think he's going to be a baller, by the way. But at the same time, I don't think they did enough. I think they'll still be fighting top 4, but I think they could have been in the mix. But they didn't address the positions that they need. They still want to go sign these young, unproven talent. And it's like, brother, you have enough of that already. But yeah, I mean, like, that's what I would say for most underwhelming window. It's between them or, because I don't want to spoil what you might say. So you actually jump in.
Well, you could say it. I mean, no matter to me.
Let's say Newcastle as well.
Nah, you see, Newcastle kind of saved themselves a bit last couple weeks.
Bro. This window for Newcastle, Edwin, was just a humiliation ritual, bro.
No,
they got rejected by everyone.
No, it was, but
they made the UCL, and on top of making the UCL, they missed out on all their top targets, and their best player got taken. So now you had to go and overpay for Nick Waltemade, who's not worth all that money.
Baltimore.
You said Baltimore. And then you also had to go and pay a an egregious amount of money for Wissa, who's a decent player from Brentford, but
like
brother
Wissa.
had 1 year left on his contract, and he's going to be gone in the middle of the season for AFCON. So you paid all that money for a 29-year-old striker that's going to miss games in the middle of the season and that only had 1 year left. They paid like $55 million for him. Now, I do like the signing of Malik Dow from AC Milan, the center back. I think
what about Alanga?
I do like. I think Alanga's decent. He's decent, but that like you made the Champions League to sign Aaron Ramsdale and Alanga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. But I do like who's that midfielder that they got from Villa?
Oh, Jacob Ramsey.
I think he's gonna fit into that mid. Like, I think he's good rotation because they still do have a good, like, they have a solid team that can compete and cause problems. Yeah. But I think I think for what the Newcastle fans thought their window was gonna be, to then what it turned out, yeah, that's a pretty underwhelming window. So it's like those two for me, bro. But like,
but I mean, I get what you're saying though. But I do think that, listen, they were kind of desperate to overpay for those moves anyway with Walter Malde. That's how you say his name, right? Walter Malde. And then
I think,
you know, we'll get into it later though. But I actually do really rate Worcester enough to think that that's a good signing for them. Either way though, like, yeah, it was looking pretty bad on missing out on some of your top targets, but they did kind of like salvage some type of the window. And listen, I don't know if you want to keep an angry player at your club, even though I thought they were going to do so regardless, but at some point in time, yeah, like Isak won that battle, and then in the long run, I'm gonna go with Aston Villa though. I think that, I mean, it's been really poor, poor.
Let me see what they've done.
It's about the same.
I know that they signed Sancho, I think, on deadline day on loan.
Sancho deadline day on loan. No, there's no obligation to buy either on that one. I think.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, bro. Sancho is just more so concerned about buying Birkins for Sweetie, bro. That man not thinking about football no more.
For sure, yeah.
That man is not thinking about football, dog. I can't even lie to you.
He's not. But, you know, I guess the only saving grace is that Rashford went over there and he did well, so maybe he could do well for them as well too. But that's another United reject. You don't have an obligation to buy on that deal itself, so I don't know if that's really a great one. And then you lose Jacob Ramsey, who I thought was one of the best players, one of the better players on their team. Like, you don't really find a replacement for John Duran. I thought they needed a second striker behind Ollie Watkins. I mean,
no way is this all the business that Aston Villa
did. They did nothing. They did nothing.
No fucking way is this all the business.
They did nothing at all. Okay, it was really bad. So it's about the same team going into this year. They don't have Champions League. They have Europa League. So I mean, that's, I guess, Unai Emery can possibly win that maybe, but ultimately they don't have that much squad depth.
And no way is this all the business that Aston Villa have done.
Should have done better work. Honestly.
Well, didn't they also sign so they got Harvey Elliott. They signed Sancho.
But I mean, do I think he's gonna do a job? I guess.
I mean, young guy potential.
He's coming in to play what?
I think he's like a 10, maybe like a winger.
10.
I think he's like a 10. Shit. Yeah, I mean, Villa's Villa's like window has been some hot ass. I'm be real, bro.
That's why I was saying, like, it's not. I mean, Newcastle was not worse than them because Newcastle at least signed some players. But Villa was really bad though, really bad.
Yeah,
for a team that was in the Champions League last year, like, you should be doing better than that for sure. And the squad is kind of old now. I think it's getting older.
Did they lose Emi Martinez or did he end up staying?
No, he ended up staying.
Hold on, wait a minute. So Emi Martinez last season, fucking crying and waving off the fans, basically like this nigga's gone. Yeah, he's still at the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Shit, yeah. Yo, bro, Villa might have like a drop off, bro. Like massive drop off.
No, they definitely will. But, and also losing to Crystal Palace the way that they did at home, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Days. Hold on, man. Yeah. Hold on, wait. We're at Villa in table right now. Yo, bro, Villa
like ninth. They're like
they are 19th, bro.
They are 19th, for real. I was right. Okay, bet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're 19th. It's bad. It's bad days for them. Bad days.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. But listen, I think Villa is gonna be a struggle for them to even break into the top 6 this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go with them being the most underwhelming team.
All right, now look, fair enough. So Okay, we don't got too much more time, right? So we got to get into these predictions. Now, people, this is what we're about to run through. Premier League champion, top 4. Who finishes in the Europa League spots? Relegation, right? We're going to be predicting who we think wins the Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, top scorer, most assists, player of the season, signing of the season, flop of the season, surprise player, and underperformers in terms of which team will underperform. So look, I definitely want you guys to get in as well with the chat. Let me know what you guys are saying, right? Big up everybody that's in here. Make sure y'all run up the likes. But Edwin,
let's do it.
Let's start off with Premier League champion.
Okay.
I'm going Liverpool.
Very fluid list, though, I would say, with champions, because I know I'm going to call Liverpool to be the champion again this year. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that. But at the same time, though, like with Arsenal and Liverpool, it really depends on how we're playing midway for me to like see if I'm going to change that narrative. But for right now, for what I'm seeing so far, yeah, I'll go Liverpool because they have found a way to win, even though when I thought they were going to drop points. So yeah, Liverpool for me.
Okay, so we agree there. What are you saying for top 4? Second, third, and fourth. Give me the order. The first team means second.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me order.
City are not playing well right now. I think it'll be Arsenal again, and I think
I agree. I think Arsenal second.
I think Chelsea third. I think Chelsea third, honestly.
I think Man City fourth.
Yeah, City fourth. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, look, bro. Don't be agreeing with me too much here, dog. Like, don't be looking at my notes.
I think as we get down the list, it's gonna be real different.
Don't be looking at my notes, bro. All right. 5th, 6th, and 7th.
5th.
I got Tottenham 5th.
I mean, yeah, I got Tottenham 5th too. Yeah. I mean, that was given though. That was given.
Fair enough. Okay, 6th. I got Newcastle. All right.
7th. you know what's funny though? Newcastle have been playing some good football. They haven't just won a game. Like they're not winning games.
All right. On the count of 3, say who you have for 7th. Okay.
Hold on.
Hold say at the same time. All right.
Hold up.
All right. Hurry up, bro. Hurry up.
Let me make sure I get this right. I had 2 teams for this one, but you said on the count of 3, right?
On the count of 3. 1. No. Wait. What do you mean 2 teams? You have to.
I know.
All right.
I
1,
know.
2, 3. Manchester United. Bournemouth. Okay. I actually think that United come about 7th. 7th or 8th. But I can see. But thing is, though, right? I know that Bournemouth just beat Tottenham, and finally we disagree. Fucking hell. But I know that they just beat Tottenham. But I think they're going to struggle this season, bro. Like, their entire back line was taken from them this window. They lost their goalkeeper. They lost Housen. They lost Gyökeres. They lost that one guy that just went to PSG. Like, literally, like their entire back line has just been. Now, you know, Areola is a good coach, plays good football. But I don't know. I think, I'm be real. I think Manchester United comes 7th or 8th.
I got 3 teams in that running. I got Bournemouth, I got United, I got Crystal Palace. So, yeah.
Wait. So Manchester United.
No, yeah, for the 7th spot, I got 3 teams battling it out for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, who? So United, Palace, and who?
Bournemouth. I just said Bournemouth. What are you talking about? I just said Bournemouth.
No. So no, I'm just saying it.
Grimsby.
I can't see Crystal Palace though. I think
Glasgow played some really good football, man. Honestly. Played some really good football, even despite them losing Eze. They kept Mark Gahey, so you know that should be something this year. But yeah, they play really good football, so I think they'll still be in the mix for me.
Okay, what about relegation battle? I think
in no order, right? Obviously, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like no order. Just like what 3 teams do you think go down? I think Brentford.
Wow,
I don't know how they're gonna survive without Mbeumo, without Wisa, Norgard left. Thomas Frank left. Like
they're going down.
I think Brentford are going to struggle. I'm also looking at Wolves.
Same.
Even though I didn't originally have Wolves, I originally had Brentford. But when because I had made some predictions before the season started, but the window didn't close, because obviously because things can change once the window closes depending on what happens. So I didn't have Wolves. I had Wolves coming 17th, 16th. But seeing they look
awful. I mean,
I think Wolves, Brentford,
and Leeds
and Burnley. I'm going.
Ooh, Burnley. Okay,
I think Burnley are going to get relegated.
Burnley's definitely a shout for me. I just think that Leeds look so bad against us.
You guys did some Leeds.
They look so bad against us to where I'm like, I don't think they're gonna be able to sustain it. But yeah, Wolves. You know what's funny? A couple of years ago, this Wolves team was like the Big Six, dethroner or whatever you're gonna call it. They were taking apart Big Six teams.
Wait, who was it again? Say it again.
The Wolves.
Oh, they were
with Raul Jimenez and Moutinho, and all these guys who were and I forget the guy, the speedy brawler guy. What was his name again? The speedy brawler guy on the wing.
Traore.
Adama Traore. Yeah. But now this team is looking to be relegated. I don't even know who's on that team anymore. That's how bad it is, bro. I don't even know who's on that team. Because it used to be Portuguese FC. It used to be Portuguese FC, but now it's just no name FC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So the three teams. So just repeat that again.
I'll go Leeds. I'll go Wolves, and I'll go Brentford.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, talk to me about UCL winner, and you can pick any team in Europe. It doesn't have to just be the Prem. I'm leaning currently. I'm leaning Liverpool. I think Liverpool are the favorites right now. Obviously, things can change.
Yeah.
Injuries can happen. But off the summer window that they had, with the players that are already in their squad, like Mo Salah, like Van Dijk, got one of the best, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world, right? Alisson is in those conversations.
Oh yeah,
right. They should be.
Yeah, but these guys got to stay healthy.
Well, yes, but then you can say that then for every team that you're going to say that.
No, because they don't have as much depth when it comes to the top 6 teams. I think they're towards the bottom with depth.
All right, so then who would you say?
I mean, I'm still leading Liverpool if they stay healthy. Right?
So then what are you giving the asterisk for?
Because if they don't stay healthy, then it's cooked.
All right, fine. So then fine. So then if you can't say Liverpool, then who else?
Oh, honestly, man, I still am a big believer in PSG. I'll be honest with you.
Have you seen PSG's league phase?
Yeah, I have, but at the same time,
I think PSG are going to struggle.
All you gotta do is just get in, though. All you gotta do is just get in for real. I
mean, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not top 8, they'll play in. They'll probably win the 2 knockout games. All you gotta do is just get in. And the
only reason that I'm not saying Madrid is just because I just don't think I should be having those expectations. So I'm not trying to set myself up for failure.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'm going.
Barcelona's a shout too, obviously. Barcelona.
But Barca don't have no defensive depth.
Yeah, but they score more than they do anything.
So. Yeah, but I think Liverpool attack looking a little bit better than Barca's. Mo Salah gives you more output than Yamal. Isak is better right now than Lewandowski.
I mean, he gave you more output last year, obviously, but it's about.
No, I mean, look, I would rather have Yamal on my team, but
is that you giving Barca some credit? You giving Barca credit?
I always give Barca credit, bro. Let's not do this.
Oh my gosh!
But what I'm saying is, what Barca have as their advantage is their attack. Their attack bags a lot of fucking goals. But I think Liverpool's attack is right up there and can hang with them. If not, maybe even outscore them. And I think Liverpool's defense is clear. Barca's defense is shit.
Well, Liverpool's defense is clear, but let's not act like Konate is not.
But Konate and Van Dijk both walk into their team. And Alisson, to be fair, Barca have João Garcia, but Alisson is better than him.
Too. Okay,
so, I mean, what about aside from Pedro?
I think the wing backs are better. I think the wing backs are better.
Okay, so you're saying it's between Liverpool and Barca.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I didn't say Madrid, right?
I didn't say Arsenal either.
Just because it's Xavi's first season. But don't sleep. Don't let what happened last season cloud your judgment. Don't sleep. Don't. Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Our form.
By the way that you guys are playing, he's not scoring any goals against us.
Our form in the Champions League was different than Premier League. You feel me? So listen, we were playing terrible last year, but that Champions League run was majestic. Okay, so
how can you say Arsenal then?
Because I gotta see. Right now, we're playing too defensive for me to pick us. Right now, we're playing.
All right. So then, out of wait, but Inter made the final. They're defensive.
No, but Inter played up until that point. They scored 3 goals back,
and they beat Barcelona.
Yeah, but they scored 3 goals in both those legs. 3+ goals in both those legs. We were not scoring 3+ goals last year with that. So,
oh my goodness me!
I'm just saying.
All right. So then, out of all the top teams, where would you rank Arsenal in terms of odds to win the
odds to win?
Yeah, like as in like what 4th, 5th?
I would say 4th.
Okay, so Liverpool, Barca, and who's that third team?
And Bayern.
Bayern.
Yeah, I think Bayern are better this year. Yeah,
I think you guys would beat Bayern.
I think we would too.
Don't you play them in the group?
We do play them.
Okay,
but yeah, they definitely did. They look better this year than last year.
Wait, what about PSG?
Oh, sorry, PSG as well too. Yeah, so we
are your 5th.
Yeah, fifth.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was about to say, okay, FA Cup winner. I'm saying Man City.
I think we win it this year.
Think Arsenal win the FA Cup?
Yeah, I think we win this year.
Okay.
I really want that. I really want that cup, to be honest with you. I really do.
Okay. Carabao Cup. I'm going Chelsea.
I'll go City for that one.
City for the Carabao? I mean, City usually do good in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, they usually do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top scorer.
Top scorer? It's tough. I would say between Gyökeres or Haaland, but I'll go Haaland though. I'll go Haaland for right now. I gotta see Gyökeres prove it more. Maybe ask me that question in 10 games. I'll see. But yeah, right now I'll go Haaland. Again.
Yeah, I'm going Haaland as well. What about top assists, most assists? I think it's gonna be Salah again.
I'll go Jack Grealish actually. Everton.
Grealish. I mean, shit. He is the main. Yeah, I mean,
right now he has 4 assists, and
he actually do look good. Yeah, no, that's fair. They actually do look good at the moment.
Yeah.
I think Salah gets that again, bro. It's just wait, like, bro, Isak, fucking like Ekitike, like Gakpo and these guys. Yeah, I think, and Salah, I think is gonna continue to be that main creative spark, even though Florian Wirtz is there. I think it's still Salah's team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Salah. But Grealish is not a bad shout, actually. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, Grealish definitely, though, for sure.
I wasn't thinking about it. Okay, well, what about player of the season?
Player of the season. Again. Mo Salah again?
Yeah, because I think Liverpool win the Prem, and he'll be their best player. And usually, if you win the Prem, the best player on that team gets player of the season. So
that was a tough one for me, honestly. I think I'll go Isak.
Ooh, Isak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isak, bro. Yeah.
Signing of the season.
I'm
going Isak for this one.
Signing of the season. I think I'll go Kudus. I think he does I think he is Tottenham's best signing so far, and he's a baller, honestly. But he has transformed that entire front line for me. And right now they're going to need him because I think that Solanke's injured, Kulusevski's injured, Madison's obviously injured. So he's gonna be carrying a lot of that front line. But yeah, he's a baller. He's been really good so far for the first 3 games. I'll go Kudus.
Manchester United are not winning a thing touchline. Not this season.
Facts. You're crazy touchline.
But then he'll say, "No, I was just trolling.
I was trolling.
I didn't really mean that. Oh, you guys took me too serious." Okay. What about flop of the season? I'm going Gittins. I think that guy is hot ass. I don't understand why Chelsea were like so fucking like stuck on signing him. Like
I'm going Wirtz, honestly. Florian Wirtz. He has looked mid the first 3 games.
With the money that's involved, yeah,
mid.
Wirtz would be looked at as more of a flop if he does. Yeah, of course. I mean, so far
he looks mid.
He looks mid, but the thing is, though, I'm giving Florian Wirtz the benefit of the doubt because I've seen what he can do, and I think he's surrounded by so much quality in that attack that he's going to click. Like, there's just no way he can flop with what's around him.
I think he's going to click at some point, but not click to where he was one of the best 10s on that level anymore. I think he's going to drop down a bit, honestly, which is not a bad shout because obviously it's hard to really maintain those levels anyway. But yeah, with the way he's playing right now, I don't think he's going to be like a top 5, 10 anymore.
Top 5 in the Prem or top 5 in the world?
In the world, because he was top 5 in the world before.
I mean, but at the same time, so it's his first season in a new system.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to take a step back with the creativity because what Mo Salah offers you, right? It's still Salah's team in theory.
Yeah, but
I still think he'll have like the numbers that are going to be respectable. Because I think Liverpool are going to be a free-flowing team. Like I think they're going to be bagging a lot of fucking goals. So I feel like Florian Wirtz is going to be able to have some decent stats where it's, you'd say.
Yeah, but is decent good enough though?
Okay, so I think it'll be like a Caicedo. Caicedo first season at Chelsea was not bad, but it wasn't like world class to like where you'd say in that first season he lived up to that price tag. But then now look at him from last season, arguably the best DM in the world.
But
I think like it'll be something similar like that for Wirtz.
But was Caicedo one of the best DMs, like top 5 before coming to Chelsea? He probably wasn't. Exactly. So Wirtz was one of the best 10s before coming to Liverpool, which is why I'm saying that again. It's not going to be like he's a bad player or that he's going to be a bad signing for them in the long run, but he's not going to be a top 5, 10 for this season at least. Not for me. Not for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go Wirtz to flop.
All right. What about your surprise player this season?
Wissa. Yeah, Wissa.
Okay.
Wissa. I rate Wissa.
He's the new bagsman.
It's gonna be between him and Voldemort. So
Voldemort.
Yeah. So like honestly,
respect Harry Potter, man.
Sorry.
Didn't we watch it?
We did, but we didn't finish the last 2 movies though.
We didn't.
No, we didn't. We didn't actually.
Damn, that was like fucking like that was back when we were dorming, bro. That's like 5 years ago. Nah, it's slow, man. It's slow. Just like let it go, bro. Let it go, little bro.
Who's little bro?
You.
Yeah, he's bucking.
I'm your elder. You have to respect your elders, bro. You see, this is the problem with the younger generation. This is the problem with the younger generation. You guys don't have any respect for the people that came before you, and that. But Edwin, by the time that you were born, I was already making a name for myself, bro.
No, he wasn't. Trust. Big trust. I ain't gonna lie to you. This guy was a Barca fan. He switched over to Real Madrid late into his career.
What?
He was, should I tell them the story or what?
What?
Should I tell them the story or what? Like you or me?
Oh, I don't have that clip. That'd have been perfect for that moment. That would have been perfect.
Yeah. Hold that.
I mean, look.
Hold that.
First off, the fact that as a black man you just lied is crazy, because black men aren't supposed to lie. But second, do you know that clip of like the African guy, and he's like, corruption is only bad if I'm not a part of it. You don't know what clip I'm talking about?
I think I've seen it once, but
man, you're such a fraud, bro.
I know every other clip you post. Like, calm down.
Way to just ruin it, bro. Just way to just ruin it. Okay. Anyways, though, I think my surprise player is Esteval, and I think he has a lot of expectations.
Please,
but I don't think anybody expects an 18-year-old that just came from Brazil to do too much, right? I feel like it's gonna be like it's like a situation because the Premier League. Fastest, most physical league in the world. He's going to have to adapt. I think he cements himself as a starter in Chelsea already. Like I think he'll start a lot of games for them. I think he'll be one of their better players this season as well. That's why I'm saying surprise player. I think he'll arguably be right up there in terms of attacking players. They're top 3 most important. I think he'll be up there with Cole Palmer and Joao Pedro this season as like their best attacking players. And I think he'll do well in the UCL.
You don't think Pedro Neto is going to be one of the best attacking players this year?
Nah, Pedro Neto is a good player, but I think that's the
He's looked probably the best so far in the beginning of the season.
I mean, Pedro Neto was good in the Club World Cup. He's been decent since the start of the Premier League, but I think like Esteval's clear of Pedro Neto.
Clear.
Yeah, bro. This guy, bro. Come on, man.
Clear is crazy.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Like Esteval is him, bro.
I ain't sure about clear, but hey, whatever. What else we got?
All right, last one. Underperformers. Which teams will underperform?
Which team to underperform?
I mean, we talked about Aston Villa. I think they will underperform. I think they'll be fighting to come like 8th between 10th, which is not where they should be for having a manager like Muani. And aren't they in the Europa League?
Yeah, they are. So that's
okay, so maybe they could, win that and then
squad depth though. Squad depth. They have no squad depth.
I mean, that's a good point.
They might get out early. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they're gonna be the most underperforming.
Because I have 2 teams.
Okay, so
that's the first. So now you give me one.
Oh, you want me to get another one?
Oh wait. So you agree with Villa?
Yeah, Villa for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this might upset you, brother.
He's gonna say Arsenal, bro.
Yeah. Not because I think that you guys are gonna look like shit. I'm just purely going off trophies. I just don't think Arsenal win anything. And that to me is underperforming. Like, I think that you guys will look good throughout the season. So I'm not talking about performance, but I'm talking about at the end of the season, I just don't think you win anything.
I already know. I knew what you was gonna say, bro.
I mean, but it is a valid concern. Like, there's a reason why you're already giving up on the Premier League title. You're not even picking yourself to win the UCL, which is technically the 2 that you should really be getting.
UCL is a bit of like.
Nah, you said already. No, you already said.
I said, yeah. Out of the odds, we're probably like the 5th best team. But again, UCL is not the Premier League. Like, you have a good run to the Champions League, depending on who you face. You have a good setup. It's all different. Like, same thing as cup competitions. So, like, it's not the same thing here. We had Real Madrid, right? And we had PSG, which were, I think, harder ties to get to than, the other round where you had to play Bayern when they weren't in the best form last year. And then you had to play, like, obviously Barcelona and Inter was a different story. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different.
Okay, but what I want to ask you is, right, don't you think that, let's say, because you predicted you guys to win the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Would that still not be underwhelming?
It would be. Just that. Yeah.
No. But then that would make your season underwhelming.
Like I said, just that would be underwhelming. If we were to do like a double with Premier League and FA Cup, I would say that's a really good season for us. A really good season.
So say it again. I'm sorry.
I said if we were to win the Premier League and the FA Cup, I would think that would be a really good season.
Well, of course it'd be. That's a double.
Well, yeah, I know, but also a double is Carabao Cup and FA Cup. So like,
okay. So like, who else do you think could possibly underperform? I think Man City could be in that as well, bro.
I'm not ready to write them off just yet, even though they're playing bad. But I mean,
why not?
Because it's Pep.
I mean, yeah, it's Pep, but okay. So hear me out, right?
They've been, yeah. No.
Turkey is out for what? How long is he out for? I think 2 months, right? On top of that, defensively, they're shit. Like Matheus Nunes or Rico Lewis at right back. Ruben Diaz next to Vardiol. I think Vardiol is a good player. But like overall, I just don't think that their back line's good enough. And I think they're going to struggle. Their midfield also lacks creativity.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Like
not creativity. My fault. Physicality.
Yeah.
I do like Reinders, but I don't think Rodgers is going to get back to a certain level. If that makes sense. But no, they're not lacking creativity per se. No.
Yeah, they're lacking some type of physicality and some type of like defensive prowess. And what Pep's been using is like using some of these center backs to play DM don't think it's gonna work. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna work for real.
Ooh, wait. Let me ask you the question. This is actually a good question from Rabona that says, Edwin, which would be worse for you, finishing second again, or dropping to third or fourth? I would think dropping, right?
I think dropping would be worse because I mean, at that point, it's like it doesn't really matter in the long run anyway about not winning the Premier League, but now you have other Premier League teams and fans being able to banter you because you didn't finish above them, which I guess I don't really care about too much. But yeah, second, it'd be like, yeah, I've already been there, done that. Honestly, forfeiting is crazy though. I can't imagine that. I really can't.
Yeah, bro.
He better win something this.
What the fuck?
He better win something.
Did you just hit your laptop, bro?
Yes, because I cannot take another year of not winning Premier League. We've had so many chances, bro. So many chances. And the funny thing is that the 22-23 season was the formula. We were playing scintillating attacking football. We didn't have the squad depth, but now we have the squad depth in the back, and he's gone away from that entire formula to now playing some stupid formula with 3 center mids in the park. What is going on here, bro?
Laptop lives matter, Edwin. Come on, dog.
That was my table, though. That was my table.
That was the table. Okay, well, table lives matter. Table lives matter. Oh, wait, look, real quick, bro. This was the video that I was like telling you about.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
You never seen that?
I have not, actually. I thought I did, but I have not seen it. No.
Nah, look, fair enough.
Right.
But look, big up, people. I think we'll wrap up here. Great episode of Game Breakers. We will be back next week. Hopefully the international break news comes out so that we got something to talk about. But now there's definitely things that we'll be able to get into, man. Big up to my guy, Edwin. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Big up the chat. Oh, okay, hold on, wait. Barca Volume just jumped in here. Big up to my guy. Miguel says, dude, Liverpool not winning this year, I will laugh so hard. Arsenal's not winning the Prem. So then if Liverpool's not winning, and if Arsenal's not winning, are you saying Chelsea or Man City? Is that what you're saying? I do think Liverpool. Okay, you know what's crazy?
Listen, like, Barca Volume be speaking some nonsense. Let's start right there. You feel me?
Wait. So real quick, right? I do think the expectations right now, because of what Liverpool have done, right? The expectations is for them to win the treble.
Minimum.
That's not
treble.
Yes. You broke the Premier League record twice in one window. You signed Ekitike.
Anything short of that is a failure?
No, so that's the thing. The expectations is the treble, but it's just not realistic expectations because the treble is not an easy thing to do. But I think minimum for the window that they've had,
minimum Premier League,
Liverpool need to do the double, whether that's FA Cup in the Prem, FA Cup in UCL, anything aside from a double is a failure. Now, I don't know if they will do it, but that needs to be the expectations after the kind of window that they've just had. They have no figure it out. Yeah. Figure it out.
I agree.
That's how I view it. So, look, we'll see what happens. I'm not excited, though, to play. Well, I am excited, but I am a bit nervous to play the. Oh, shit, wait, real quick. How do you feel about your UCL run? What? Hold on, let me see. Like, what do you guys have for the UCL?
You asked me this now?
Yeah. Okay, just answer this. Do you think you guys come top 8?
Oh, yeah, I think we do come top 8 for sure. Yeah, we do.
Okay. Yeah,
I think it's not going to be easy, but I think we do come top 8. We only have to play Bayern, Inter, and Atletico for like the 3 toughest games, and 2 of those games.
Okay.
So like, yeah, it got to be top 8 for me. Got to be top 8.
Yeah, nah. Look, that's straight, bro. That's straight. Let me see. Who's live people that we could maybe redirect to? Let me see. If nobody's live though, then we'll just wrap up here. Like I said, look, great episode of Game Breakers. We should be back tomorrow with Football Mania. I don't know if Edwin's gonna join that because he don't really, like rock with us too much.
Chill.
But nobody is.
I intend to come and cook RSM and Ahmed.
Not touchline?
And touchline as well too.
Okay. I might say
that's probably my biggest nemesis. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man said touchline is his nemesis.
Him and RSM. I ain't gonna hold
him and RSM. Now look, fair enough. But now look, big up people. Look, we'll be back. Yeah, nobody's live that I want to redirect to. So at least not that I've seen. So let's wrap up here in a bit, people. Peace.